Hello, welcome to my channel Crack It with CK. Now let us straight dive into the topic without wasting much time. Okay, in today's lesson we are going to learn some properties of lines and angles. So let us just see what we have. The first is vertically opposite angles. In vertically opposite angles, firstly, how are you supposed to identify whether they are vertically opposite or not? These two lines, they have to intersect each other at a point, and then here the opposite angles are equal. For example, D is equal to C and A is equal to B. That's all vertically opposite angles are all about. So over here, let us see how many pairs of vertically opposite angles we have. Angle L is equal to O. This L is equal to O, vertically opposite. M is equal to N. M is equal to N because they are vertically opposite. Q is equal to R. And P is equal to S. Is equal to S means, what do I mean by that? Suppose they have given you the measurement, say, of angle S is 100 degrees. Find angle P. Okay, angle P is also 100 because vertically opposite angles are equal in length, right? Okay, here we have to find the value of the unknown angles. So X is equal to 85 degrees. Why? Look here. This X is vertically opposite to this 85 degrees. These are the intersecting lines. They meet at this point. So X is 85. Why? They will always ask you statement and reason. So here you will write in the bracket, they are vertically opposite angles, or in some schools they expect the students to write vertically opposite angles are equal in measurement. I'll just write as equal. Okay, come on, can you tell me the value of A? Very easy. A is 95 degrees. Reason, same thing. C is also 85 degrees. Reason, they are vertically opposite angles. I hope it's clear, guys. Vertically opposite angles are easy. Okay, the next we are doing is linear pair, properties of linear pair or angles on a straight line. Okay, now in linear pair, guys, what do you have to look for? You just have to look at one straight line and then one line which comes and touches it at a point. For example, look at this one. This is a straight line. Okay, there is another ray or line, whatever you call. This is a ray in this case. It comes and touches it here. So now this has divided this into two angles. One is here and one is here. So the addition of it is 180 degrees. That is this is the meaning of that they are supplementary or they add up to 180 degrees. So what we mean to say over here is, if this is 75, how much is this? 75 plus A should be 180 degrees. Okay, we will say that A plus 75 is 180. Reason, angles forming linear pair, or you can straight write linear pair. Linear pair. Therefore, A is 180 minus 75. That is 105 degrees. Next one, look over here. This one I've given. Again, there is a linear pair. That means this plus this is 180. So, how do we write it? I'll write it over here. Angle M plus 20 degrees is 180 degrees. Reason, linear pair. M is equal to 180 minus 20, which is 160 degrees. So how did we find out the measurement of this angle? This much is 160 degrees because it is 180 minus 20. Now this I've purposefully giving you this because I don't want you to get confused as to when we say the angles on a line add up to 180. Mind you, the angles on a line coming from one single point. So if this is 140 and if at all they have asked you the value of this, Please, this is not linear pair, guys. This is not linear pair because linear pair has to all meet over here at this point. So, okay, so if this is 140, you can write, okay, this is 40 because they are adding up to 180. This, you will have to use some other property of lines and angles, all parallel lines, which we will be doing ahead to find out the value of that, okay? Okay, come on. Now, just by using vertically opposite and linear pair, let us find out the value of these unknown angles. Come on, guys, easy. Now look at B. How will we find B? Is there a vertically opposite given to us? No, it's not given to us. But look here. It's forming linear pair. These two lines are meeting at a point over here. So 180, this is 180 minus 105 will be 75. So B will be 75 degrees. How do we find A? Similarly, now just that the line is in a different direction, but it's the same thing. See, this is the line and this is coming here. So this and this is again, they are forming a linear pair. So A will be how much? A is 180 minus 75, which is 105. Done. This is all. Now look at this one. They're asking us to find out the value of A over here, the value of this A. This one, we have to find this. Come on, what do you think will it be? Okay, see, it is on a straight line. Okay, but can we call this a pair? We cannot call it a pair because it is more than 2. Pair is for 2, right? If it is more than 2. But the meaning is the same thing. All the angles are coming from this point. Look here. From the single point. So the addition of all this will be 180. But the reason that you will give is angles on a straight line. Don't write linear pair over here because it is not a pair. There are 3 angles together. So how will we form this kind of a sentence? Okay. So A is 180 minus 40 plus 45. You understand what I'm doing? I'm just saying, see, 40 plus A plus 45 is 180. So angle A is 180 minus this plus this. Quickly, 180 minus 85, which is 95 degrees. And what will the reason over here be? Not linear pair. Angles or sum of angles on a straight line. Okay, that will be good. Sum means addition. Angles on a straight line. Okay, now what is angles around a point? This is the point. All these angles have formed around it. Mind you, all the angles are passing, the rays of the angles are passing through one single point. You know what this means? Angles around a point is always equal to 360 degrees. Why is it like that? Because suppose this is a straight line. Okay, we know that all this adds up to 180. We just did it. Similarly, all this will also add up to 180. So in total, 181 plus 180 is 360. So angles around the point is 360. In case some of the angles are missing, this is the property that you can use. Quickly, how will we find A? Okay, A is 80 degrees, guys, vertically opposite angles. B is 35 degrees, vertically opposite angles. Now, how do we find the third missing part? Tell me. So we can use the property of angles on a straight line in this case. Look here. Now we have found out B. We know what is B. So on this line, we have 80, we have 35. So what is this part, guys? 180 minus 80 plus 35. Getting my point? Because this is angles on a straight line. See, we are just using this part of it as of now. So let us write how much that is. 180 minus 80 plus 35, which we recently found out by vertically opposite. So 180 minus, how much is 115? 180 minus 8, it's just 65 degrees. Okay, so suppose this would have been the angle that they had asked us. In this case, they have not asked, but suppose, okay, find angle M and N. So this is 65, and because this is 65, this will also be 65 because they are vertically opposite angles. As you've understood what is vertically opposite, right? Vertically opposite angles, these two are vertically opposite. Okay guys, now look at this one. It's quite an interesting one. We have to find the value of x here, and what all is given to us? This is 30 degrees. What is this? This angle is 30 degrees, only this much, okay? This is not given. And what does this mean? This means it is 90 degrees. Most of the students miss this out. They are not going to specify that this is 90. If you can see this, you say, okay, this is given as 90. Okay, now if we have to find the value of x, what will it be, guys? Just observe very carefully. Look at this. X is vertically opposite to the addition of these two angles, 90 plus 30. Straight away, x is 120. So what will we write this as? X is equal to 90 plus 30, which is 120. Reason, vertically opposite angles. That's it. In just 2 lines, the sum is over. Okay, who can find out the value of B for me over here? They have just asked us to find out the value of B. Think. Okay, first here, this is it. All the angles forming over here on this straight line is going to add up to 180. We cannot use the reason linear pair because there are more than 2. So you will write angles on a straight line. So what do we write? Let us just name our angles like whatever we want because they have not asked us this. So let us name this M, and this will be N. This will be, say, P. First, let us find out M. M is equal to 180 minus 98 plus 35. 180 minus, how much is 98 plus 35? 133. So is this 47, guys? Yeah, I guess so. So we found M as 47. Oh, we don't even need to find out P and N, guys. Why? Tell me. We found this as 47. Can I say now B is also 47? Because it's vertically opposite to M. That's it. We did not even need this P and N. I don't know why we wrote it. Okay, now this last one. Okay, in this we need to find the value of X and Z. This is what they want us to find out. X and then this angle. So how do we do it? I'm going to quickly do it now. I hope you also have guessed it. Y is equal to 30 degrees. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Shortcut I'm writing. This means this is 90 degrees, and I'm going to specify. Y we already found out as 30. So how much is Z or Z? 180 minus 90 plus 30. 60. Now what about X? Is it vertically opposite to 90 degrees? Or is it vertically opposite to 60? No, it is not vertically opposite to anything. Can you tell me why it is not vertically opposite? Because for vertically opposite to be equal, for this X, we need what? We need this full. Either you add this full thing up, yeah, that you can do it very nice. You can do that. 90 plus 60 is 150 over here. Or you can also use the linear pair reason below here. See, this is 30 and this is forming a linear pair, right? 180 minus 30 will be 150. So let us use the shortcut because it's linear pair. Easily we'll be able to write. X plus 30 is 180. Angles forming a linear pair. Therefore, x is 180 minus 30, which is 150. This is it. Now I want you all to do a small test and then I'll put up the solution also to it, okay? Quickly try it, come on. Okay, so pause the video over here for a while and then I will put up the solution. Well, I'm sure most of you all have got full marks in these two sums. I will see you soon in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.